dharmasya hanimabhita paridrishya shibram kamara pushkara iti pratite samruddhe grame suviprasadane yabijatta deva Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam.
Through inexorable tendrils of time that permeate the density of matter, supporting the field of destiny, emanates the luminous form of the Avatar, cut from the infinite fabric of timeless awareness. Pure spiritual intensity inundated the humble village of Kamarpakur, drenching the holy land of Bharat with a blissful flood of regenerative power scarcely witnessed since the mighty Ganges River descended into Lord Shiva's matted locks. This was your auspicious appearance among God-loving people, heralded by sacred visions granted to your father Khudiram and your blessed mother Chandra Devi. For you are the Supreme Lord, Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.
Samadhyanubhava sitapakshipanthim Sandrishya mega patale samavapyena Ishaikya vedana sukam shivaratri kale Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam. What deeply profound meditation compelled Mother Kali to create such a unique child? At the tender age of 7, she revealed herself to him, and he fell prostrate like Shiva, overwhelmed by a vision of huge white cranes soaring across the mounting dark billows of a thunderous storm cloud, all set against the backdrop of a vast blue sky. It was liberated jivas merging with Kali, all contained within the boundless expanse of pure consciousness. Who but Shiva could enact Shiva's role? The village drama turned authentic when your body was smeared with ashes, your neck adorned with rudrakshas, and your hand grasped Shiva's trident. Holy association transported you into samadhi again at 9 years of age. For you are the Supreme Lord, Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination. Sanatana dharma margan Kraistadi chitra niyaman Bharadesha dharman Ashtaya chaikyamanayor anubhutavamstvam Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam. It takes a jeweler to recognize a diamond's worth. Similarly, every facet of existence is known minutely by thee.
The essence of every religion is as clearly perceived by you as items stored in a glass box. Yet, by assuming human form and treading the pathways ascending the mountain ranges of varied religious experience, you blazed a trail to natural enlightenment, uniting all beings at the summit. Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, Hinduism, and others, the one true religion contains them all. Brahman, Ishvara, Jiva, Allah, Prophet, Dervish, Lord, Savior, Seeker, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, all are raindrops, streams, rivers, and oceans, merging with thy formless essence. Water is water, whether still or in motion, and all rivers flow to the sea. You are the Supreme Lord, Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.
He Kalika Padasaro Ruha Krishna Bringa Matu Samasta Jagatam Api Saradaya Aikyam Hyadarshi Tadasa Paramam Tvayaeva Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam.
Some see mother as slave or servant, others as a nurturing and protective woman. Some perceive her as nature spirit, while others behold her as a goddess of divine realms. But you have realized the beloved universal mother in her two essential aspects. Her manifestation as dynamic energy, as well as her bliss-filled expanse of limitless awareness, are modes you enter freely at will. The key to this is complete loss of self. No fear, no doubt, no holding back. Dedication, immersion, and identity. Behold who accompanied you to earth, the quintessence of mother in human form. So subtle, so precious, so concerned for all. The one called Holy Mother by the devotees. Her epithet, Sharada, is a fountain of delight, identical with Saraswati of Vedic fame. Sara means pool, so she is perfectly named, for her subtle body is the infinite lake of Kundalini power, lying still and supine in the crown of pure mind. Her waters of liquid spirit fall in rushing torrents to 6 vibrating spheres, vortexes of spiritual energy. She is Kali, she is Durga, she is Narayani, she is Holy Mother, Sri Sarada Devi. My soul belongs to her.
Rakalatarakaharim Shtanarendranatham Anyan Vishuddhamanasha Shashibhushanadhim Sarvagyatma Vayunam Tvamihanushasi Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam.
The unique phenomenon of avatar is attended by a myriad of companions. In your case, O Lord, the abundance of divine helpers staggers the imagination. Yet in thy play,
All types are accepted by you. The deluded, the bound, the struggling, the liberated, and even the ever-perfect ones, like Swamiji. Your compassionate words still ring in our ears. If I had lived but a few days more, how many others would have been set free? Rakal, Tarak, Hari, Narendra, Shashi, Babaram, and others. With this extremely powerful force, the world faces transformation. Raising each soul to spiritual heights is thy intent, O Master. For when ignorance disappears for one, it eventually vanishes for all. Though some are through with the game, thy sport propels it on. None knows the beginning, middle, or end, or that which lies beyond, except thee, dear friend. So lead on, for you are the Supreme Lord, Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.
Nijam samadhija sukham nijabodharupam ashwadayantava pade sharanagatamscha anandayan prashamayan upatishthase tvam Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam.
The world has never before beheld so many diverse spiritual moods in one being. Your entire life represents a copious map of rare internal mystical experiences. The samadhi that causes a man to give up his body in 21 days is a natural condition of awareness to you. You have thoroughly demonstrated to us that perfection and bliss constitute our true nature. The joy of eating mangoes is intensified greatly by sharing them with others. Therefore, you bestowed lofty spiritual experiences upon those who could bear to receive them. Indeed, your mere presence transported the minds of ordinary beings to higher states of consciousness. For you are the wish-fulfilling tree that grants to the devotees the spiritual fruit sought after for lifetimes. You are the Supreme Lord, Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.
Kritya pappamakilam sharanagateya ajivanam bahukritam dayaya svadehe tajatta kedanivaham sahase smanataha Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam.
The sin vultures of countless misdeeds perched in the steady branches of your tree of forgiveness, and many a transgression was washed clean in the purifying waters of your river of grace. Illumined beings, aspiring students, ignorant sinners, animals, all found refuge in thee. For your very nature was to give unstintingly and naturally, like a mother to her child. Transforming the earth exacts a dear price as recompense, for the effects must emerge in one form or another.
For one a cross, for another poisoned food, and for thee a fatal sore in the throat. Yet vicarious atonement is the sacrifice of Avatar, but few beings possess this knowledge or offer gratitude. The divine mystery of your selfless compassion is really only known to thee, for you are the Supreme Lord, Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.
Pranamakaranam Dhavapadpadme Samsara Dukkaharanam Sulabham Karoti Matveti Bhakti Bharita Pratipalayanti Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam.
In words of sacred prophecy that rings of truth, thy image graces countless homes and shrines. At the approach of dawn, all day and at dusk, thousands contemplate thee. Your presence comforts them throughout their lives, making their burdens more bearable. In truth, there is little wonder in this. Are not all forms cast in thy image? The arid heart that suffers long soon becomes flooded by thy rain of grace. The seeds of devotion planted there in previous lives burst forth and take root in ideal soil. From sprout to plant to tree of faith, the purpose for human existence finds its mark. Your protective eye oversees every detail and foresees the final moment of release. For you are the Supreme Lord, Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.
Gatum stutistava jana amritayamana samprapya darshanamidam tava padayoscha danyanaresha bhavitum milita samipam Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan tava suprabhatam.
Come taste the nectar of chanting the holy names, of dancing in ecstasy, of speaking truth. Rejoice in the matchless stories of wondrous deeds in the lives of the divine incarnations, and discover the truth of your eternal perfection as revealed in the non-dual teachings and scriptures. The Mahalila of the great Master contains all of this and more. Beholding thy form causes positivity and auspiciousness to permeate life. When your subtle form appears in deep meditation, consciousness gets fully awakened. Thy formless essence is a boundless expanse of living awareness. Wherever we imagine ourselves to be, O Lord, you are always present around and within us. For you are the Supreme Lord, Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination. Asmakam Sharanagaterbhyo Mahandakaramakhilam Tvamapakurushva Jnanarka Bhakti Jalade Sakalarti Hanta Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam.
It is thy grace which causes us to perceive the need to destroy ignorance. It is thy intent that all beings attain the spiritual plateau of self-surrender, which dispels the illusion of ownership and individuality. You also grant transcendence of the final subtle barrier, which maintains the distinction between creature and creator. Devotion to Ishvara, self-surrender, and spiritual emancipation. This is your royal path called Sahaja, natural enlightenment. It is one thing to hear of milk, another thing to speak of it, and an entirely different matter to actually taste it. The same holds true of God-conscious states. To attain full understanding, one must successfully merge the radiant paths of both knowledge and devotion. One loves what one knows, and knows what one loves. It is as simple as this. Truly, all ideals are harmoniously merged in thy expansive being. For you are the Supreme Lord, Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.
Ahaitu Kitti Karuna Kilate Swabhavo Dusta Katora Hridaya Apite Bhajante Tvameva Sarva Jagatam Janani Prapatri Shri Sharadeshwari Rame Tava Suprabhatam.
An incredibly vast and expansive ocean of unconditional mercy has inundated the world in the form of Sri Sarada Devi, the Holy Mother. The compassion which springs from that kind and loving heart protects all beings and even grants refuge to wicked and evil beings, converting them into devotees. O Holy Mother, you even forgave trespasses against your own person and fed and sheltered repentant thieves. By forgiving their imperfections, you transformed their consciousness in moments. This is truly the greatest of miracles. O Sharada, Ishwari, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali, you are the highest of all ideals. You are the repository of all wealth and knowledge, and the embodiment of all divine excellences. You create, protect, and sustain the three worlds. Our eternal salutations to thee, O blissful Mother, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.
Suptam stu bharata janan svavacha praharahi udbodayan vivashayan nija dharma marge protsahayan paramatham prakati karoshi viresha datta mahiman tava suprabhatam.
A genuine world teacher has burst upon the scene, possessing a powerful and radiant glory that emanates from his precious teacher, who is the supreme being in human form.
manifesting an inherent spiritual intensity from India's abundant storehouse of infinite realization, he strides across oceans and continents, awakening the sleeping potential in all living beings. The true Dharma of all time has been boldly declared and clearly revealed by the pervasive insight of Avatar's messenger. His words of non-dual truth pound the strands and remnants of resolute ignorance into nothingness. By resurrecting Advaita Vedanta and redefining its timeless message for the good of all, you have truly proved yourself to be the ultimate, ever-perfect seer incarnate, Lord Shiva and Lord Buddha in human form. Reverent salutations to thee, Vivekananda, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Immortality streams down in torrents upon those fortunate ones who never forget to remember the hallowed name and form of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna and his blessed universal mother. Rising up each glorious day to recite this auspicious hymn with heartfelt devotion easily accomplishes the attainment of all goals and bestows auspiciousness upon all undertakings and endeavors. Eternal salutations to thee, O Ramakrishna, the glorious dawn of perpetual illumination.